What's up, YouTubers? Today I'll bring another deck file on the Pale Moon deck. This deck is based on Harri, so let's get on started. For starting Vanguard, we have this cat. This cat is different from other starter because the first time you ride a grade 1, it doesn't come out. So you don't have a booster early game unless you call one from your hand. But when you the first time you shy, this comes out, and then at the end of turn goes back into the soul. Second ability is whenever one of your units call off from the soul, you could call this out as well. So basically it gives you a free unit, and then it goes back into the soul again at the end of the turn. Then moving on to grade 3, we have for Harri. Harri 2 skill GB2. When this attacks, you could call one from the soul and that unit gains 5,000. Second ability is on shy. You can counterboss 1, soul charge 1, and call a unit. That unit gains 5,000 at the end of the turn, goes back to the soul as well. So both of the skill calls 1 plus 5 to it, and then goes to the soul at the end of the turn. The difference is that on shy you need to soul charge 1 and counterboss 1. First ability, which is GB2, doesn't. That's pretty much it. And also your main grade 3 to ride. Then moving on, we have 3 of this new card, I believe. Yeah, from this set. It's a new card. First ability is counterboss 1. When this plays on Vanguard, you could choose the special ability Pale Moon has. I think it's Maggie. I'm not sure with these names, so I'll just call them special abilities. You could call one with this ability, and then to the rear at the end of the turn, it goes back to the soul. Second ability is rear guard effect. When this is called from the rear, from the soul to the rear, you could gain 2,000. And if it's by ability of their Pale Moon ability, it gains another 2,000. So it's 4,000 total. So it's a 15k attacker on rear guard most of the time. Then moving on to grade 2, we have 4 Dark Side Princesses. Skill is when this card attacks, you could gain 5,000. Attacks a Vanguard. Yeah, you could give 5,000, and then it moves to the soul after the battle. Yeah, so basically help you to gain soul without putting trigger in it. So basically you could just early game you could rush as well. That's 14k on rare, and then put into soul. Then when you strike, you could call this out again. Let's say if you call it with Harri, that's 19, which is pretty good. Then moving on, we have Flying Puritan, I believe. It's pretty good. When this plays on rare, you could soul charge 1, and you could choose up to 1 card from the soul to call it as the same unit, same column as this unit. At the end of turn, it goes to your soul. Yeah, they all go into your soul. So this one has a special ability too. So if you call the grade 3, I don't know why, but if you call it out, the grade 3 is going to be 14k. That's pretty much it. It gives you an extra soul. Then the other grade 2 we play is Moon Juggler. It needs Harri as a Vanguard. So as long as you have Harri Vanguard, you could counterboss 1, soul boss 1, choose a card from your soul and call it out. Gains 2,000 for both of them. And at the end of the turn, you guys, both these cards goes back to the soul. So that's pretty much it. Then moving on to grade 1s, we have 4 PG. On Flipper, that's it. Then 4 Strider. Help you to get Harri as a Vanguard and you try with it. Then 3 Paratrooper. Paratrooper is a close skill as the grade 2. You could basically call this out and soul charge 1, and then you could choose a card from your soul and call it out. That unit gains 5,000, and both of them go to the soul at the end of the turn. So basically, it's like the grade 2 but better, because grade 2 doesn't gain power, which this do. Then moving on, we have the new Tumbler, I believe. Skill is when this call out to the rear from the soul, it gains 2,000. And if it's by a Pelmon ability, the special ability, it gains a skill which if this attack hits, or if the attack that this unit boosts hits a Vanguard, you could countercharge 1. So basically, it lets you countercharge pretty free. Most of the card in this deck has the special ability skill, so you guarantee you're gonna hit the skill off as long as you hit. Then we play 2 Clown. Clown is just there. I mean, whenever you call it out, it's a 5k, it's a 12k beater. So if you call with a Trooper, that will be 14 column. But with the Trooper's 5,000 and his 5,000 from his own, that's 22 column. 22k column, which is pretty good. And at the end of the turn, goes back to the soul, which you could then call it next turn again. Then moving on to triggers, we have 4 Harri crit. Everyone knows by now, crit like these, you could soul charge it and then gain 5 to your Vanguard, then draw a card. Then we play 4 Juggler, my bad. Juggler skill is it's like Margot put into the soul, gains 3 to 1 of your unit, but you hardly call a critical trigger and then put into the soul, unless you really want that power boost and the soul. Then we play 4 of the stand trigger. Stand trigger pretty nice. You could put GB1, you could put this into the soul, and then search up your deck for a unit that's not a stand trigger, and then put it in, then return the stand trigger to the top of the deck and shuffle it. So basically let you swap a card. Like you could call stand trigger and then put Clown into the soul and return this. Then moving on, we have 4 heal trigger. 2 heal and 2 have G Guardians. With strides, we have for the new one, which counterblast 1 once per turn. You can choose a face down, same name, persona flip. Then wait, I got to read this. Then choose up the same number with mage ability from your soul as a number face card in your G zone, call them separate. So basically, if you have 5 face up G unit and you could call 5 with Pelmon's special ability to the rear, and then and if you have 1 or less of the same copy of this unit, you could just put 1 card back to the soul. Put all the units back to the soul. If you have 2 or more, choose any number. So basically, if you have, let's say if the second time you try into this, you have 3 face up, you could keep all your unit on the field instead of putting back to the soul, which is pretty good. I mean, by counterblast 1, you could build up your whole board. Then moving on, we play the dragon. The dragon basically has a crit. That's all I remember. I don't really remember this card. So you choose the same copy and flip it base up. With this placed on Vanguard, you and your unit is placed from the rear placed to the rear from your soul. Or that unit gains 2,000, and pretty much just it's like the Go Paladin one. Every single time a unit is placed from the deck to the rear, itself and the card gains 5k, but this only gains 2k to the rear guard, and if it's GB3, it gains a crit. Most of the time, you just want the crit. I mean, that's basically it. Then we'll play 2 of this demon, which I'm not sure what it does either. Has a Pelmon special ability. Then once per turn, you could choose a G unit, turn it face up. It doesn't have to be itself. It could be anything else. And all your unit gains 1,000 for each of itself on the G zone. So basically, if you want to have this skill, benefit this skill, you need to have 4. But if you only run 2, it basically only gains 1,000. And then choose up 1 card from your soul for every 2 face up card in your G zone with the Palmo special ability, call the chosen card to separate R, and those unit gains 5,000. So basically, if you have 4 of this face up, and then 1 of this face up, you could call I believe you call 2 unit. Yeah, you could call up 2 unit, and those unit gains 5,000. So it's okay, not that bad. Late game is good. Then we play 2 of the fighter collection one, which I also have no idea what it does, so I had to read it too. GB2 skill, once per turn you can soul blast 1. Choose a face down, not itself, you can flip it face up, and then choose 2 cards from your soul, call them to separate rear, they gain 4,000 until the end of battle, and for each of the face, and they go back to the soul at the end of the turn, and then also for each face up itself in the G zone, the unit that you call gets, when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose up 1 card from your soul to call it to rear. So basically, give you extra attack with the skill. But the thing is, you only have 1 face up, so you're gonna have to, choose 1, I guess. Then we play 1 Harri, which is pretty heavy, because it's GB3 and counterblast 2. Then choose 1 of your rear guard, put it into the soul. When this attacks the Vanguard, you could pay the cost. Then, if you did, you could choose up 3 cards from your soul, call them to separate R. If you have 5 or more rear guard, your opponent choose 2 of his or her rear guard, put into the soul. And then the unit that you call from this ability goes back into the soul at the end of the turn. Then, moving on, we have 1 of the Trodek one, which is if the attack hits, you may call 1 from the soul, and you could soul charge 1 and call 1 out, and then gains 2,000, but put it back to the soul at the end of the turn. Then we play 4 G Guardian, 2 of the fighter collection one, which when this is placed on Guardian Circle, you could look at top 3, choose 1 and put them into your soul, the rest to the bottom of the deck. If the card you put in the soul is grade 1 or greater, it gains 5k shield. So if you don't put a trigger, it's a 20k shield guard. Then the new one, which I'm not sure what it does either. So it has the Pelmo special ability 2. And if you place on Guardian, if you have a Vanguard with that ability, it gains 5k shield. And choose up 1 card from your soul, call it to rare, and at the end of the battle, put the unit call with this effect to the soul. If you have Vanguard without the ability, you can soul charge 3. So basically, it's a 15k shield since Harri doesn't have the Pelmo special ability, but it allows you to soul charge 3 every single time you use this. So it's not that bad, and there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and I'll see you guys next time.